Welcome back, artistic bestie. I don't know. It's something that I'm trying out. I'm trying to involve that artistic vibe. It's not just nails, it's just art creativity. So that is one community, one love. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Welcome to DP Nails It. I am DP, and today we're doing a young nail special of all regular nail polish, no gel. I've come to realize not everybody wants gel, they want regular polish. So I decided to drop an all lacquered polish line. First off, we have Caption, then we have Stiletto, next we have Almond, then we have an XXL Caption and an XXL Stiletto. Next to it are 5 randomly selected Young Nails bottles that I just pulled out from my inventory. In my hand is the YN primer. I'm going to put that to the side because I've already pre-primed all the nails off camera. And here we have the base coat on the left, the little cloudy one, and then on the right, the top coat. For press-on nails, you don't always need the base. However, because you scratched up the surface to roughen it up, to allow the product to stick on it, it helps to have like a filler. The base is like a filler, so that when you apply the product onto it, you are putting it more on a smoother surface than a rough surface. So that's why I prefer to put base. It doesn't have to be a lot, but a little bit goes a long way. During application, at the end of the 5th nail, I would slow down because I sped it up a little bit. I would slow down so you can see the sheen of the application due to the base keeping the nail smooth. It's so beautiful. So the first one up, Young Nails calls this one Cash In. It's a beautiful sultry gray that's perfect, the in-between perfect of mixed of the dark and the light. The video is sped up so that I'm not keeping you here all day, but I am applying plenty of product on it, a healthy amount as Greg will call it. And it has to be plenty because of it being a regular nail polish. As you're painting, the polish is drying within itself, and it helps, and it creates like this rough texture of now you're mixing wet with dry polish, and it just messes up everything. So I fully load up the brush and I just swipe as fast as I can with full coverage. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that shine, and it's nice and smooth. And this is regular polish doing this. This is not gel. Usually you see that type of smooth application from gel polish, but this is regular lacquer polish. I gave it a quick wave of a hand, but I let it dry about 45 seconds off camera before applying the second coat. As you see, I typically start with the biggest nail because the biggest nail takes more product. More product means longer drying time. So I usually do the biggest nail first. That's what I love about Young Nails. Their drying application is so quick, fast. It reminds me of quick dry. If you ever used quick dry before, Young Nails lacquer is like that. It dries so quickly. Finishing up the second application, doing my checks, checking all my angles, taking a look at that sheen from the lighting, making sure I have a smooth surface. And here I will display the bottle, Caption, Cash In. The number on the top, that's for me. That's my reference number for my inventory. Next up, we have Totally Killing This. It's a violet color, violet aka purple, and it's very pigmented within itself, but I will apply 2 coats just to enhance that purple color. I've decided to do an all lacquered collection because I know a lot of people might not like gel on their hands because they feel it's too hard or maybe too heavy, depending on how much gel they have on it. However, the gel itself helps provide strength to the nail. So with it being all nail polish, lacquered nail polish, the nail is kind of still a little bit weak, a little fragile. So I will recommend not using your nail as a tool, even though you're not supposed to use your nail as a tool. But in general, you get acrylic, you get dip powder, you get hard gel, UV gel on your nail. It's harder. You open up a soda can, hey, it's understandable. But for these regular lacquered nail polish nails, they don't have any strength to them. So they will imitate as your natural nail, being very fragile and easy to bend. And to be even more so honest, I have a crap load of regular nail polish. I have a whole bunch throughout the years of trying out and trying this brand and trying another brand. And at one point, Young Nails, I got caught up with Young Nails. They did 100 nail polish for 100. Yes, 100 bottles for $100. Listen, it was during the time when Trump was giving away a lot of unemployment money, and I was like, hey, why not? So I did. And it was 100 bottles. It really was. So imagine me having that 100 and then my own separate collection of other brands. So that's what also gave me the idea of, listen, I spent the money, it's an investment. I'm using the polishes anyway as a hybrid, because the other nails that I have online, they are sometimes mixed with both nail polish and gel. So I just decided, you know what, there are some people who really just want all regular nail polish nails. I've heard it several times. And plus, it's nice to see the brush strokes. I don't mind seeing that classic nail polish brush stroke, you know. It's like, it's kind of comforting. I don't know. It's comforting. It's very comforting. And then the nail polish smell. Not everybody wants that typical nail polish smell, but some people do. It gives them the effect of, I just got my nails done. So, hey, it's a win-win situation. Once again, this is Young Nail Caption, totally killing this. Next up, we have Not the First Time. It is okay, how do I describe this? It's green. It's transparent, kind of like jelly, but not. Okay, yeah, you could say jelly. If you apply one coat, it's a jelly. If you apply 2 coats, it's more like a foggy jelly. And if you apply 3 coats, which I'm going to do because I wanted more of an opaque, like a stronger colored green, so I applied 3. It gives you more like a thick, cloudy jelly. And I personally am calling that jam. You know, because jelly, jelly nails you can see through. But this one you can see through, but it's kind of harder to see through. So I'm calling it jam. So this is my little jam nail of a transparent green, which is a nail polish. It's not a gel. It's a nail polish. I have to reiterate that because we're so used to using gels. So I just want to remind you that you are watching nail polish, a regular lacquered nail polish. As you can see from all 3 polishes, all of them have very, very smooth application. This is the first layer, and as you can see, the surface does look dry because it is dry. It was only for a few seconds and it dried up already. Like I said, this polish dries up really quickly. I love it. And it's a very smooth application as long as you put enough on your brush. If you use a dry brush on a nail polish, for nail polish, it may be okay as a first layer type of application for like a fill-in. Like, you, instead of using the base coat, you're just using that first dry brush application to create a smooth surface. That is okay. But after that, on top of that, you would have to put enough product to cover from cuticle area all the way down to your free edge, which means you have to load up your brush and just let that polish freely flow. It's better to have a little more extra polish on there and then wipe it off, the excess, as opposed to not enough. And now you're creating a dry brush effect, and with it being nail polish and it dries quickly, you are now once again mixing the wet with the dry, and it's creating lumps, and it becomes a mess. So you can be out of habit of doing it or not doing it due to using gel for so long, because with gel you have plenty of time. You can wipe and do all kinds of things with it before you are setting it to be fully cured, as in that's it, don't move, don't do anything else. But with nail polish it does not work that way, so you have to move quickly. Next up, we have Mission Complete. This one I personally like a lot. Is a beautiful royal blue with a shimmer to it. Shimmer meaning, you can say glitter, but like the tiniest particles of glitter, so that it's not really glitter, it's just, enhancement for the polish. That I personally like, because as you brush the polish onto the nail, each stroke creates a different effect, and each nail has its own type of characterized polish design because of the shimmer. So I personally like that. I love the color. I'm going to put 2 coats because one was fine, even though it is a little transparent, so I wanted it a little more opaque. However, one was completely fine, but I preferred the 2, and we'll end up applying 2 coats. Now, with this being an XXL nail, of course this is an extra long nail, which means I need tons of product. So here you can see I dip it in, I take out quite a bit of polish, I load it, I just place it onto the brush, and then I go in for another dip in, and I place that on top of the nail, and I go for another one, and until I have about maybe 3 dips, and then I just brush all of that product and smooth it throughout the nail. It helps to paint it a little more easier that way when you have enough product on it, especially since it's such a long nail, because if you take your time, it is a fast drying polish, so if you take your time, by the time you get to the opposite end of the nail, the first half of the nail is dried, and then you can't brush over that. So my strategy was to dip in, pull out a lot, slap it on there, dip in, pull out a lot, slap it on there, and then after about the second or third withdrawal, I just quickly brushed from as close to the cuticle as possible without going over and going down, and then going the opposite direction to fill in the cuticle area. I realized that method was a little more easier for me to catch everything in a timely fashion before everything dried. Coming up is Normal Speed, showing you the bottle of Mission Complete next to the completed nails. So beautiful. Last and definitely not least, we have Young Nails Caption, putting it all out there. I will show you the bottle towards the end, and I think I understand why they called it putting it all out there, because this is clear polish with a whole bunch of goodies in here. It has glitter, it has mylar, so I think them putting it all out there was them putting everything plus the kitchen sink in this nail polish. So I enjoyed painting with it, because you can see the colors. As you can see inside here, the different colors of the shimmer and the mylar chunks inside, and every time you stroke on there, a different set of glitter comes out, a different set of mylar or a polish comes out, and not each nail is the same. It's something like the blue one, but this one has chunkier shimmer, has chunkier glitter, and it has actual chunks in it. So for this particular nail, now that I've thought about that, towards the end, at the end, off camera, I will reshape these nails due to the chunks of the glitter. It didn't necessarily misshapen the nail, but towards the end where the point meets, it kind of rounded it out and bulked it up a little bit due to the collection of the glitter. So at the end, when everything was completely dried off camera, I just filed the edges down, the sides and the tip to reshape it, and then I applied top coat once again on it to help to add the shine back to it and close it back up so that it's not susceptible to lifting. As you can see with this polish, it's clear, not much opaqueness to it, so you can see through it. It'll be fun for something of Christmas type of snowflake type shimmers, you know, icicles. But this is definitely a clear nail. So if you're looking for something that was white or it was clear but you can't see through it, this polish is definitely not that type of nail. So when you apply it onto your finger, you will be able to see your nail bed. Once again, this is putting it all out there. Now, off screen, I gave it about 2 minutes to let all of the coats dry. So now I'm going back, first come, first serve. So I started off with the gray ones, which was Caption, and now I'm applying the top coat. And same method, same procedure. Load up the brush, apply it on there, smooth it out as quickly as possible. Try to catch all the angles without having to stall too much time, without missing spots. And check, make sure all of the areas were covered, and to check the smoothness in the light. Next up, applying top coat onto Totally Killing This, the violet purple color on a stiletto nail. Making sure I hit the edges, the ends, the tip free edge of the nail. Make sure I have plenty of product on it. Smooth application. Place it on. Hit all the areas. Do your checks after. Smooth, shiny application. Okay, next up, applying top coat to Not the First Time. Same procedure. Load up the brush, add a lot of well, plenty of application on it. Make sure I get the sides, the free edge, cuticle area, and do my check after. Check the evenness, the sheen, smooth application. Now we're applying top coat to Mission Complete, the blue nails. Need plenty of product. These are really long nails, so I dip in, put out as much product as I can, slap it on there, brush it through, make sure I hit the sides, the edges, the free edge, the cuticle area. Everything is covered. Check for evenness. Check for no spots missed. Check for smoothness. Check for shine. Lastly, top coating, putting it all out there. Same procedure, load up your brush, slap it on there, get the edges, get the cuticle area, get the free edge. As you can see, the free edge did collect quite a bit of clumps from the glitter, but that's fine. I will file that down off camera. Make sure I hit all of my edges, the sides. You know the deal. So in these upcoming clips, I have provided the nails with the nail polish next to them. Here is the Caption. Here is the Totally Killing This. Here is Not the First Time. Here is Mission Complete. And here is Putting It All Out There. For my collection, I'm calling it It's Great to See You, Violet Love, Don't Envy Me, Blue Magic, and this one inspired by its original name. I'm calling it Full of Everything. Thank you for visiting my channel, shopdpnailsit.com. The pictures that you have seen are on the website and they are available for purchase under Regular Manicure. Thank you for being with me on this new journey of mine. And I will see you next time on DP Nails It.